it started raining. Thunder and lightning, can you hear that? A few minutes after departing the harbor, our engine died completely, and now we are currently waiting to be rescued because it turns over, but it won't start. We don't have an engine. Leela's considering this boat instead of a sailboat because it looks good from down here. We're at the fuel dock. We need one more thing, maybe. I'm not sure we live without it. Another fuel filter possibly, but I think we're taking off shortly. We spent more time here working on the boat than we did in the DR.
Yeah.
What you doing, woman?
I got the hose to fill the fuel.
And let's see, it says diesel, not water. That's a good sign. Do it, baby. Fill that sucker. We got really nice fuel station help here. Good job. This is day 6 in Nassau, and we've just been provisioning and fixing the boat, mostly fixing the boat for days and days and days. We've replaced the fuel filter. We have 7 backup fuel filters now, plus like 8 Raycor backup filters. And we're just making sure we can depart. And tonight we're going to leave finally and go sleep next to the turtles and wake up and snorkel with turtles in theory. That's Connor. That's his personality.
We're looking for some running lights and a masthead light, and then we're out of here.
Which reminds me of something. You can check out anytime you like.
But you
can never leave.
We were supposed to leave today, but of course the running lights and the mast light not working, no power getting there. Brad checked it with a voltage meter. So we were here for the night, and of course it also started raining like really hard.
We are headed directly into a storm, so I am battening down the hatches.
I went from the top to close this hatch, and Connor was down here closing it from the bottom, and he twisted the knob and the whole thing just fell down on my thumb. This is day 7, and I may have broken my thumb because it started raining. Reached my hand in there, and at the same time Connor got the thing loose, and it just dropped and fell straight on my thumb, the whole heavy hatch door, and I'll show you later, but it hurts a lot. 8 days, we finally found a window to get out. I think this is probably the best time. Goodbye, Nassau. This is pretty much a miracle.
I'm ready for adventure. I'm hoping for adventure. There better be adventure.
Brad, will there be adventure?
Of course there will be. That's a silly question.
We have finally left after 8 days. We're leaving this club right here. It's a Nassau Yacht Club, but it's calm. It just kind of rained on us. This is us finally leaving.
You can't do something like this. You can't do crazy adventures like this and expect for your life to ever be the same. You have to just keep living and going for it, and that's the best thing I can tell you.
How's this for adventure?
Well, I guess adventure is whatever happens, and we're going on always something epic.
So that fort was captured during the Revolutionary War by a party led by Anthony Hopkins and my great-great-great-grandfather, Abraham Whipple. They literally took over the whole town of Nassau, took both forts, held the governor for ransom to the British government, and then they took all the weapons back to give to General Washington.
After spending a week wrenching on the engine, changing filters, updating, fixing, our engine just quit, so not sure how far we're going. Now we are currently waiting to be rescued because it won't start.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, you need to call Basra.
Basra?
Yeah, call them on channel 16.
Okay, on channel 16. Okay.
Got it, thank you. We are just east of Fort Montague.
At the anchorage.
At the anchorage.
Oh, I'm coming to Fort Montague to tow a 60-foot cat.
Oh,
Okay.
it's that one. We're looking at it.
Yeah, we can see
Oh.
it. It's a typical day in the life on the Mystic Rose. It's what we do. We just start to sail and then we just fail. Sail and fail.
Sail and fail on the Mystic Rose. We had no engine and we were drifting into we're in 12 feet of water right now. This is called a lifeline on a boat. If you don't know what a lifeline is, it's literally like when you're on a boat and working and you're just like bouncing.
You can clip onto it and
You
stuff.
can clip onto it. It also
And-
keeps you from going over, but
And we did the emergency drop the anchor thing right here, and I was like kind of hanging on here, and this thing just snapped off.
no extra
Boom.
parts.
But we might have exports somewhere, just have to find them.
I'm not sourcing that part.
We learned about Basra, Bahamas Air Sea Rescue. They're coming to get us. I've been texting.
We're big deals out here.
We got this message. I looked at your slip and not willing to move you with the winds as they are, blowing into a dead end. So we don't, our rescue boat doesn't want to rescue us.
It's true.
It's slack tide, so let's do this quickly.
They bring the working boat over here.
How do you get
We attach to the working boat for you.
They're
They
going to
blast us back to the dock,
switch over
All
to our
right.
hip,
and
over
we
here,
tie it to the dock.
and then they're
We're
going
done.
to just
About how long do you think this whole process will take?
Hopefully, if they start now, an hour.
5.5 hours.
5.5
1
hours.
hour. If they
Okay,
start now, an
and
hour.
let's put a bet. How much do you think they are going to charge us in the Bahamas on Nassau Island for this tow? What was your guess?
Way less than they should charge. I'll tell you that.
Way less than they should charge.
Yeah,
Connor
they should
says.
charge $1 million.
Okay, Captain Braddock.
So they're a Bahamian-based organization, and so they actually help people. So
okay.
so less than $12,000 extortion from the.
Yeah.
I heard 12,000 a
Okay.
couple times today, so I'm gonna go with that number.
Going five.
yeah,
Connor's at 5.
$1,000.
More.
I'm gonna say 4,500. I don't know why.
I said
I'm just
75
kidding.
because I kind of met in the middle
Okay,
of the
75.
numbers that I've been listening to.
You're the only
Can we
one.
have a man overboard drill in the meantime with Connor?
Yes.
We almost did.
And here comes our rescue boat. Woo! I'm not sure that we're going to be out at sea anytime soon.
You left. Beautiful. You know how to tie. Good job.
Luke, go ahead. All you.
2 quick questions. How long have you been doing this?
30 years.
30 years. And is this one of the worst days or not a bad day?
We have 4 boats lined up.
Oh, wow.
So there's the cat on the inside. There was an empty slip.
There is an empty slip, and the next slip is actually back here. Okay, so we'll go bow in and you'll be on the starboard side. Okay.
Beautiful.
So that boat actually got struck by lightning, so half their systems are down and they're still helping us.
Thank you, guys.
First mate Tyrone, Chief Officer Gomez, Skipper Salty.
Salty. We are thankful for you today, guys.
Thanks, you guys.
No worries.
Wait. Question.
Yep.
How much did this tow cost?
You want public knowledge?
Yes.
Our minimum, which is 1,000 to leave the dock.
Okay, so
$1,000.
that was only $1,000.
Yep.
It's
That's $450 an hour. Easy stuff like that. We just have a minimum rate.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
That's why we freaking love the boating community, because it really is a community. It's people, I don't know, just people from all walks of life. You get their stories, you hear where they came, why they started boating. It's pretty incredible.
One more time. What's the name of the boat? I forgot.
Mystic Rose.
Mr. Gross had a gross moment. And though the moral of the story is when you see dark clouds, don't leave the dock, or you might go back There's your welcome home song.
Bam.
It's not a boat unless you have an accordion.
That was amazing. Is that the most beautiful thing you've ever heard? This guy has a degree in music. Look what he can do with a freaking shell from the bottom of the ocean.
That's post-alcohol song.
Day 10. We haven't left yet. We're still tracing down wires, trying to figure out the running lights. And we've ripped up boards to make that happen. Brad's in here with a wire tester, trying to make that happen. And these guys are installing the alternator. How's it going?
Fine, everything looking good.
Almost ready to go?
Almost ready to go.
Nice. What up, G? Hi, Max. Hi, Max. You good?
Look at him.
Help, I'm being held hostage by these 2 tourists. I've slept with the whole island, don't worry about it.
After $7.5 billion in 11 days, we're about to see if this engine starts. We can take off here finally without having to be rescued this time. Leela, hit it.
Yeah, well, it's not really a hit it. You have to wait for these things to cycle through.
Hit it. Do you hear that?
Purring.
It's the engine purring. Now I'm going to turn on the blower.
All right. We are 10 days here in the Bahamas, and we've been provisioning, boat repairs, getting towed in. We are now down to 4 crew members. Thanks, Connor, for the new hat. He left it, so I'm taking use of it. Anyway, we are finally headed out for our next adventure. I don't know. I have a prediction that we're gonna have some more adventure along the journey.
We thought we were leaving. We just got a call from the captain. So we were doing our final departure.
Run to the parts store.
Yeah, running lights don't work for the boat, so we got some secondary battery powered ones, and those almost caught on fire because they're on Mystic Rose. So that rolls.
Oh my gosh, this thing is hot.
That's after 15 minutes of it being...
Dude, we need these as our backup running lights because our regular running lights are not working. These things are running hot, almost caught on fire. Am I correct, Captain?
Yes.
We are freaking never leaving.
We're actually ready to go. We just had the engine started, but we killed it because we're waiting for the captain some more. But we're waiting for either something to break or for a squall to come before we can leave, because if we left while things are working and the sun is out, it just wouldn't be the Mystic Rose. So hit subscribe to see if we ever leave Nassau or if this becomes our permanent home.
It's either now or we're not leaving. Go ahead and subscribe because you gotta see the crazy adventures that are coming up.
We should have stayed in the RV.